Hello, good morning. How are you? My name is Maria Breton, and I have been an Avon representative for around 7 years or more. And I am also a team mentor, which means I can help you to start your Avon business, or if you already are a representative, I can help you grow your business. So today I wanted to share with you how do the earnings work? Because sometimes we think that the earnings are only coming from your personal sales, and they do, but there is more, a lot more. So I'm gonna share with you how you can make more earnings. And of course, if you have any question, feel free to contact me at any time. You can contact me by email, by phone, by text, any way that you want. Okay, so first of all, let me share my screen. And we are gonna log in into the representative site, which is www.youravon.com, and that is the site for representatives. Sorry, the desk is a little far from me, so I'm just gonna click here, this icon. So it's youravon.com, the site for representatives, and then you just log in. And I have a tip. You know, there is a lot of information in our Avon representative site, and sometimes we just use the one to place an order. But I strongly suggest that you browse all your site, because there is a lot of information very useful for you, and it's constantly changing. For example, there is one right here, news, that it's constantly changing with information about the current campaign. And if you click there, you will have another menu, and then you can click on each of those, like Avon Beauty Buzz, and they are always talking about the new products. You can click on Campaign Insider. There are videos. There is a lot of information. And also just try to click in all the tabs. For example, here, if you see in the drop-down menu, it has several sub-menus. And then, for example, here you can order your books and flyers. You can order sales and business tools. And if you click on this one, Manage Orders, you can find your online history. You can track your order. You can see your invoices. You can learn how to make your returns. There is a lot of information in all your site. Here in my office, you can go to your web office. You can send emails to your customers. You can find your address book. Well, there is a lot of information here in earnings and rewards. And actually, we're going to talk about this a little bit more. But anyway, what I wanted to tell you is that it's very important that you read absolutely everything that you can find here. This section, Avon You Training, it's great. You can learn everything about your business. So I know it's a lot, but if you're waiting for your kids, you have 5 minutes, or if you are waiting at the dentist and you have another 5 minutes, you can just click Avon Training and do one activity, or just browse your site. Anyway, let's go to the point. How do we make earnings? Okay, we can do from 20% and up to 40% when you sell. So if you want to know how much you're going to sell according to your order size, go to Earnings and Rewards, and there you can find the earnings chart. And this is very, very important, because sometimes for just a couple of dollars, you don't reach the next level. And let's say that your order is $50. If your order is from $1 and up to 149.99, you will make 20%. In beauty and jewelry. Everything else, fashion and home, is 20% always. But in beauty and jewelry, if your order is up to 149.99, you will make 20%, which is not bad. But if you order just one more little product, you will fall into the next level. Because if you sell from 150 and up to 299.99, you will make not 20, but 30%. That's why it's very important that every time that you're gonna submit your order, you are aware of this chart, because again, for a couple of dollars, you can make 20% or 30% or even 35%. Let's say that your order is 295. Just for a couple of dollars, you can reach the next level, and instead of making 30%, you can make 35%. And if you sell 500 or more, you can not only make 35, but you can make 40% earnings. That's why it's very, very important that you are aware of this earnings chart and where to find it. Again, it's here, earnings and rewards, and then click on earnings chart, and there it is. So I know that sometimes we don't have a budget to, to shop, but you can find items like lip balms, hand creams for only $1.50, $2, and you can keep those, to give away as a gift for your customers, or when you do a raffle or things like that. Now, if you just started Avon, this is the basic chart. But if you have been with Avon for a while, there is this program, President Recognition Program, and I'm not going to talk about this in detail, but basically, when you sell $10,000 in a year or in an Avon cycle, and every cycle goes from campaign 1 to campaign 26. So if the previous year you sold $10,000, you reach the president's recognition level or program level. And this is great, because if you do that, next year you will make 40% always. It doesn't matter how much you sell. Even if you sell $50, you will make 40%. But of course, you're not going to sell 50 because you have been selling for a while and you have all the experience, because you even are part of the President Recognition Program. So I know that sometimes it feels like 10,000 is a lot, but it's actually not that much, because if you divide those 10,000 in campaigns, in the 26 campaigns, you need to sell around 350 or a little more every campaign, and I think that's very doable. So read about the President's Recognition Program and work on it, and next year you can make, instead of 20, 30, 35, you can make 40%. And of course, the more you sell, you can see here, you can make up to 50% if you sell this amount. So President Recognition Program, work on it. You can do it. It's very doable. So that's another way to make earnings. Now, if you are a totally new representative, there is an incentive for you where you can make 40% earnings during your first 7 campaigns, including a bonus of $200 at the end of those 7 campaigns. So the very first thing that you have to do when you just enroll is to do your training. Avon U or Avon University training is there for you. It's totally free. And you can do the activities little by little. Each activity is only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no more than that. And there are training in all the topics. But when you do the training, and this is in order, in a chronological order, you will find your Kickstart program, which is the incentive I'm talking about. And well, I have it here in the resource library because I already did the activities, but you will find it as you do your activities. So it is called Kickstart program. And let me see if I can find it now, because sometimes I don't find it so easily, but it should be here in Leader Resources. So this program is going to tell you exactly what you have to do in order to make 40% earnings during those first 7 campaigns. And it talks about goals. No, that's not it. Okay. Leader Resources. Sorry. Advisor tools, maybe here. Okay, so English. So there are 2 types of goals, the sales goals and the recruiting goals. And I know that recruiting sounds like, oh, that's a scary word, but believe me, it's not. The only thing that you have to do is share your excitement. Even from the very beginning, you are excited because you just joined Avon. So that's what you have to tell your friends. Like, call them and tell them, oh, I just enrolled as an Avon representative. I'm very excited. And if you want to do it, you can do it with me. That's it. That's the beginning of it. So here is the Kickstart program. Again, it will tell you exactly how much you need to sell every campaign in order to make 40%. For example, in the first campaign, you don't have to sell any specific amount. Any amount that you sell, you will make 40% earnings. In your second campaign, you need to sell at least $150. If you do that, you will earn $60. Of course, you have to add the taxes to your prices, and you will be paying for the shipping, so you have to consider that. But this is talking about the products, only the products. So if you sell $150 in products, you will make 40%, which is $60. And then in your third campaign, if you sell $200, you will make 40%, which is $80. Representatives always ask me if this is mandatory, and it's not. But we want to do it because if we do it, we will make 40%. And at the end of the program, you will earn this bonus, nice bonus, $200. And then every next campaign, you will increase your goal in $50 until your seventh campaign, where you will need to sell $400 in order to make 40%, which is $160. By then, you will be used to sell bigger orders and, of course, have bigger earnings. Now, if you start sharing the opportunity with your friends, you will make $50 per every person that you enroll. So, and there is no limit. Let's say that you invite 10 people to join Avon, and if they qualify, which means they place a first or a second order of at least $150, then you will earn $50 per person. So let's say you enroll 10 people, you will have $500. So that's another way to make money, to earn money, when you invite others to join Avon with you. So you need at least 3 qualifying recruits in order to earn the bonus. But I think it's very doable because if you start from the very beginning, if you enroll and then you just talk to your friends, to relatives, your coworkers, I'm pretty sure you can have 3, and you need to have those 3 during the first 7 campaigns. So remember, Kickstart program, you can print it, you can save it, you can have it, very handy so you can take a look every time so you don't miss your goal. And if you do that, you will earn the $200 bonus. How does it sound? Do you like that idea? Do you think you can do it? I think you can do it. And if you need ideas, if you need help, always call me that I will help you. Okay, now that is not all. We also have other type of ways to make money, to make earnings. And I would invite you to read about leadership. As I said, it sounds difficult, but it's not. Believe me, once you have your first representative, you will want another one, and then another one, and then those representatives that you enroll will bring more people to your team, so they all belong to your team. So let's go directly to the leadership earnings chart, which is right here. Because you don't only make, okay, when you are a new representative, you make $50 per person that you enroll. And after that, your incentive ended, but you will still make $20 per qualifying recruit. So let's say that you are a new representative and you don't have representatives under you. But when you have your first representative, your title is a promoter. Then you have a second one, you have 2 in your team, and your title is a star promoter. So during those levels, besides the $20 or $50, you will earn 3% on whatever they sell. So every time your people, your team place an order, you will be paid 3% on whatever they sell. This is very nice because you get used to have those earnings or those deposits every 2 weeks, every campaign. But there is more. There are another bonuses that I always invite people to consider because who doesn't like, the bonuses, the cash bonuses? The money is there. We just have to work to get it and, take it. So the next level is ambassador. And there are 3 different levels in ambassador. There is the bronze level, the silver ambassador, and the gold ambassador. You can read this in detail, and if you have questions, please let me know. But here it says how many representatives you need to have that level. For example, to be a bronze ambassador, you need 3 representatives in your team placing orders. It doesn't matter if you have 10, but you need at least 3 of them placing an order at the same time. And then your order needs to be at least $200 every campaign. And the 4 of you, the 3 representatives, and you, your total team sales needs to be at least $1,000. When you reach those 3 requirements, you have the title Bronze Ambassador. And besides the $20 or $50, besides the 3% earnings, there is this bonus for you. It is $500. So that's the bonus that you earn when you reach that level and you keep the title during 4 consecutive campaigns. Plus, you will make an additional 3% on whatever your team sells. That's incredible, isn't it? And there are other levels, for example, silver ambassador, gold ambassador. You will find here the requirements of how many representatives you need, how much your team sales need to be, and the bonuses. The first bonus is $500. The second bonus is $750, $1,000, and a lot more. Look, $20,000. That's like a lot, right? So that's the leadership earnings chart. It's there in your earnings and rewards section. So read it and get excited because it all starts with excitement. If you are excited, you will transmit that excitement to your, the people that you talk to. And I'm pretty sure you will get some recruits. Everything starts with one, and then another one, and then another one, and then nothing will stop you. There is something else, another way to make earnings, and that's through the incentives. There is always an incentive that is going on, and there are incentives for gifts, for cash bonuses, for trips. I earned already 2 trips, and I'm sure you can do it because it's doable. I mean, a lot of us are doing it, and you can do it too. And as I said, there is always a new one. And to find out about the incentives, go to your representative site and go to incentives again in earnings and rewards, and then go to incentives. My mouse doesn't work. Really? Oh my God. Okay. Incentives. So there you will find the different type of incentives. I'm not going to talk about this because it's going to be a very long video, but there are incentives when you sell online. There are incentives when you recruit. As I told you, there are incentives about with the price is a trip. Can you imagine an all-paid trip? You can earn it for one, you can earn it for two, you can invite your son, your husband to go with you. It's very exciting. So that's where you find the information about the incentives. And I'm almost forgetting to tell you how you're gonna enroll your representatives. It's very easy. You just have to go to your online store. For example, mine is www.youravon.com mbreton. If you don't know yours, let me know. I will tell you. It's very easy to find your online store. And you have to give that link to your leads, to the possible representatives. And then they just have to click here in become a representative. It's very easy. The same way that you did it, they have to do it, but in your online store. So they just click become a representative and they fill in the application. It will take them 3 minutes. The enrollment fee is $30. And that's it. You just have to share the link to your online store and sign in here. That's it. Very, very easy. It's very important that if somebody tells you that they are going to enroll, you have to follow up, because if for any reason they enroll with somebody else, you can fix it. We can fix it, but we only have 5 days for them to switch, So it's very important that if they tell you, I'm going to sign up tomorrow you follow up, you call your lead and ask her if she enrolled. If she said yes, and you didn't receive an email, because we receive an email 24 hours later, there is something wrong. But again, don't worry, we can fix it as soon as we do it within the first 5 days. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Again, if you have questions about how your earnings work, contact me. Well, this is about how we make earnings, but I'm going to take a few more minutes to explain to you how we really get them. For example, when you sell person to person, showing the brochure, you as a representative will not pay the brochure price. That's the price for your customer. When you place an order as a representative, you pay the brochure price less your earnings, your discounted representative price. Let's say that you are following the Kickstart program and you are on the 40% earnings level. So for example, if your order is $200 brochure price, you will not pay Avon $200, right? So 20% will be $80, which means that instead of paying Avon $200, you will pay Avon $120. This is an example, of course, but just to have an idea. So when you receive the products, you deliver them to your customers, and they pay you, you will have in your hand $200. With those $200, you will recover the $120 that you paid to Avon, and you will still have in your hand $80. Those are your earnings. You keep them. So that's the way that we make the earnings person to person. Now, when a customer places an order on your online store, the customer will pay with the credit card, Avon will send the products to their house, and Avon will credit you that those earnings as a credit in your Avon representative account. So you will have money there. And don't worry if you see that somebody placed an order and you see that you have a balance in your account. If it is in red numbers and it has a minus sign before the amount, it doesn't mean that you owe that amount. It means that you have the credit for that amount. So you have that money there, and you can use it when you place your regular order. You can use it because it's a credit to pay for your real balance. So that's the way it works. And of course, you can enroll to receive these earnings as a direct deposit to your bank account. So you have to go to your Avon representative site and then click on My Account and then enroll for direct deposit. There is two ways that you need to enroll. One way is when you want to receive your online earnings to your bank account, and the other one is when you want to receive the Avon payments. For example, when you recruit someone, you will be paid, or your earnings as a leader every campaign, every 2 weeks. That 3% I was talking about, they can also deposit it directly into your bank account. So those are the two options. Okay, thank you very much. I hope this information is useful for you. And again, if you need any help, I am here to help you. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.